Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. This is a reading for Aries for October 2023, and we are looking at your money and your career today. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm truly grateful for all of your likes, shares, and your subscribes. If you are new here, please, and you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to hit that like button on this video. It only takes a second, completely free for you, and subscribe to my channel as well. We've got some very interesting energy throughout the month of October. Of course, we do have two eclipses. The first eclipse is a solar eclipse with the new moon on October 14th or 15th, depending on where you happen to live. And this is in the sign of Libra at 21 degrees and 8 minutes. So this is a very interesting energy because new moons typically do bring in new opportunities, new doors opening for you, a new way of doing things, right? We can bring in a fresh perspective on things. And in the sign of Libra, this is bringing in an energy of balance and harmony, but also in some cases, because Libra represents justice, represents legal situations, it may possibly bring some of you new opportunities in regards to your money. In your regards to your career, it can bring in job offers for you. It can bring in opportunities to purchase something. It can bring in an opportunity to wipe your slate clean of debt as well, right? Have a fresh start in that energy. So there may be some legal documentations that come your way or that you're signing off on. And there might be some very important decisions that you can make. The energy can bring a little bit of luck, especially in love, and love of people around you, but also love of what you do, right? What you do for a living, how you make your money. So it can be very important. There can also be some power struggles though, okay, with this energy. So that can be very important, especially in your workplace. If you're constantly finding yourself in some sort of battle, this might be where you start looking for something new. Part of the job of eclipses is to shake things up. So there might be some shakeups and breakups in your month of October. You might find that there's a little bit of chaos in your workplace. Maybe there's a lot of people that are quitting. Maybe there's a lot of new hires that are coming in. Some of your banking information, just pay very close attention to your banking situation, just because eclipses can bring surprises. And we don't want you to have any nasty surprises, right? So just make sure that you keep an eye on your bank account and you watch your money coming and going, circulating, as we'll call it, and hopefully you get more in than you put out, okay? So we could have some very great surprises as well, but we do have a full moon eclipse, a lunar eclipse, partial in Taurus on the 28th, 29th of October, and this is a very interesting one because it's hitting right at the end of the month. We're heading into Halloween on the 31st, of course. That eclipse energy is still going to be around, and this is a very magical time for a lot of people, so there could be something coming to fruition for you. Full moons are about completion. It's a time of harvest, and it's also can represent a time when, because the veil is thin, you may get some manifestations that come into your world that finally come to fruition, but you also might be really getting the urge and the guidance that you need to shake things up to get yourself aligned with where you want to be. But let's get right into your reading. We do have Between Worlds. So in the month of October, and a little bit beyond, right, these readings, the energy can play out for about 6 months, especially when we've got eclipse energy coming in, right? So Between Worlds here, though, shows that you're not quite done with one situation, but you're not quite in another one yet. So it's a time of transition for you. Maybe some of you are feeling a little bit back and forth, right? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I spend my money? Do I save my money? Right? If you're in a relationship with somebody and you share finances, you share resources, this can be a time when, you know, you're maybe a little bit undecided about what to do. Maybe you're looking to invest in something with your significant other and you've got a lot to think about. So the Between Worlds energy can be quite positive because it shows you leaving something behind and transitioning to something better. It might be something new. It might just be some calmer energy, right? But it is one of transition. But it can also be one where we're, you know, not quite where we want to be, or we're holding on to something that is maybe not what is beneficial for us in the future. And a lot of people are like this in your career path. And we know that, maybe, hey, you know what, I'm not really happy here. I'm not making enough money where I currently work. Maybe some of the people that are around me are just, maybe not playing nice in the sandbox, that kind of thing. And so there might be some sort of dissatisfaction where you are right now, but you haven't had the, how should I say, not necessarily the initiative, because I feel that you would have the initiative. I feel more a little bit of inaction or procrastination, because it's usually fear-based, right? Because even though where you are right now might not necessarily be giving you everything that you want, and there might be something out there that will, we do cling on to certain things because of fear. Fear of change, fear of something new, fear of the unknown. What if it doesn't work out? What if I leave this situation and I step into something worse? But here's the thing, let's flip the script on that. What if it's wonderful? What if you face that fear and you take that chance anyway? You follow your heart, you follow your intuition, and things go smoothly. And what if it turns out to be the best move you ever made? So October is a time when all little ghosts and goblins come out, right? And especially those fear-based ghosts and goblins that we all have inside us. So this might be a time for you to really break through and break out and break free. We have breathe coming in here as well. If you're not sure what you want or you're not sure what action to take, the breathe energy is reminding us to center and ground our energy. This is a time of growth for a lot of people. This is a time when we're questioning a lot of things. We're breaking down old systems. We're embracing new ones. We're coming into our own sense of personal power. And the breathe energy is saying to you that if you're not sure what you want, or if there's like chaos around you, one of the best things that you can do is try and find a little bit of space and time for yourself to connect with yourself, to breathe in with the good, out with the bad, right? And to just find that time to allow some energies or some thoughts or some ideas to flow through you and to flow to you. Quiet your conscious mind and really engage your heart in this energy, because you will be able to figure out what exactly it is you want or what steps that you really do need to take. You might be really intrigued by a certain opportunity, or you might be inclined to try something a little bit new or do something different, or maybe you just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to put myself out there and see what happens. And you just never know, you might find something magical. All right, but the breathe energy can also show that there's maybe some stress around you, and some stress in October. Eclipses can bring about a lot of tricky energy, right? They can bring some great things, but it's because of change. And, when those times of change, or when things need to be changed, it can get a little bit overwhelming. So the best thing you can do is breathe, right? In with that good, out with the bad. And if you're, if you're in your workplace or something like that, and you just find that, people just aren't playing nice, or there's a lot of stress, right? Again, try and find 5 minutes for yourself somewhere. Even if you, back in the day when I used to work about 70 hours a week, I used to actually go under my desk, and I used to sit cross-legged under my desk with a cup of coffee, and nobody could see me. No one could find me. So they'd walk past my desk and, oh yeah, Vicky's not there. But I was, right? But it was just my way of finding 5 minutes just to have a cup of coffee and just to kind of decompress a little bit. So even if you have to do something weird like that, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm weird. It can really help you just kind of get through your day. We've got new life coming in here for you as well. So there's new opportunities, new doors opening. Look how beautiful that energy is. So there's new business opportunities, there's new financial opportunities, there's improvement in your life as well. When we have new life energy, this doesn't necessarily mean that something might be brand spanking new. It's an opportunity to embrace a different way, a fresh approach, and make those improvements. So an influx of new energy can really be beneficial for us in the best of ways. So get prepared, because I feel like here there's some preparation, and then there's this like aha moment. There's this enlightenment that comes in there. So there's doors opening for you. There's portals opening for you, but it's important to connect first. What do I want? What is holding me back? Why do I feel stuck? What do I need to fix? What do I need to talk about? Right? And then boom, here you go. You get things out in the open, or you make decisions, and it's wonderful. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. You are a very hard worker. We've got the Three of Swords. All right. See, there's something just not quite right. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So here in this energy, you know, you're really encouraged to follow your heart. The Eight of Pentacles is a really positive card overall. It is one of being very productive. It's one where you're using your skills, your abilities, your knowledge, your experience to accomplish something. You're paying attention to details, and you're very busy in this energy, but you have something to show for it. Now, for some of you here in this energy with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups, there's something here, Three of Swords, that's not working for you. And this can be possibly that maybe you're feeling a little bit of a creative block, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles is quite creative kind of energy. And, you know, so maybe you're feeling like a little bit stuck. Maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed in this energy, or perhaps you're feeling that you're ready for something a little bit different. You've worked really hard to get to where you are, but the Three of Swords is something unfulfilled here for you. So it may be that you want to make more money. Do you have an opportunity to make more money where you are right now? The Knight of Cups says perhaps, because the Knight of Cups can be you really, you're on a quest, right? You're not going to get stuck in this Three of Swords energy, and instead you're going to take the bull by the horns and you're going to move forward. Now, what does that mean to you? You could possibly be, you know, walking into someone's office and stating your accomplishments, your experience, your dedication. And here you are putting your heart out there, wearing your heart on your sleeve, and, you know, opening yourself up to the possibilities of improving your specific circumstance. But you may, in some level, be worried that you're going to get a no or not recognized, because Three of Swords, right? Heartbreak kind of energy. But there is a possibility of yes. So there may be some situations for some of you where you do get what you want. And this can really make you quite happy with the Knight of Cups, right? You've successfully gone on that quest. And the Knight of Cups can represent that you're stepping into a different role, a higher role, or you're just really pleased with the outcome of what steps you've taken, what action you've taken. However, for some of you, you might not get what you want. You're working really hard, right? And you want something better, and that answer may be no. So in that case there, right, we've got that Knight of Cups. So you are heading out into the world. You're feeling really positive about the fact that there might be something that's more in alignment with your wants, your needs, your desires, and who you are right now, and something that maybe gives you a little bit more free time, something that brings more balance into your life, right? Remember, we've got that new moon, that solar eclipse in the middle of the month in the sign of Libra. And Libra is about balance and harmony in all of our relationships, including our relationships with things such as money, or with environments, right? Our workplace, right? So, you know, so it could go either way for some of you, but I feel that if you don't get what it is that you're looking for, I feel here that you are ready at this point. So this could be a real turning point for you in the month ahead. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, and we've got the Seven of Wands. So yeah, so some of you might need to really stand up for yourself a little bit here. Okay, there is a potential here of upping your game and making great improvement. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy where we're reaping some rewards, right? It's a time of abundance, of harvest for you. But the Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing energy, patient energy, grounded, down to earth. So in this energy here, you could possibly have somebody in your world that can maybe help you out with your money, maybe give you some wise advice. The Hermit can be somebody wise and experienced, right, in the area of your money, your career path, and they could really give you some valuable information and some insights there. So you could possibly have some doors very much opening for you, whether it's where you are now or whether it's something brand new, right? There is this leveling up and reaping your rewards. And it may be the result of you standing up for yourself and asking for what it is that you deserve, not just what you want, but what you deserve and what you've worked hard for. So in this energy here as well, this could be you in the Queen of Pentacles energy, being very calm, being very patient. In the Hermit energy here is Virgo energy. Some of you may have something coming to fruition because of some intentions that you set at the new moon in Virgo. This can be happening fairly quickly for you. And this can also represent that you are taking a step back a little bit. You're embracing this breathe energy and you're really connecting with your heart and your soul. And you're thinking, okay, if I was to make a wish, if I had a goal in mind in regards to my money, my career path, how I make my money, right, then I'm going to think about what that means to me. So you might be doing a little bit of reflection in the month of October. And reflection before action is not a bad thing whatsoever, because we can really recenter, reground, refocus, and renew our energy in that. But some of you might be getting some deep insights, and especially with the Hermit and the Knight of Cups, some of you are really kind of making some positive changes or getting yourself in alignment with your soul's purpose, with your destiny. And, especially as it does speak to your career, the Knight of Cups can be somebody who's very artistic, very creative, and someone who is very empathetic and very kind. And, so some of you are perhaps getting the opportunity to step into a leadership role, but it's because you're kind and compassionate. You kind of have that balance within. You're focused on the task at hand, but you also kind of see the big picture in this energy. But with the Knight of Cups, right, this is opening your heart. Where am I meant to be? What's going to make me happy? Because a lot of people are not happy with where they are right now. A lot of people are not making the money that they deserve. Things have gotten freakishly expensive. And, so this is like in the last couple of years, it's incredible how much the cost of things has skyrocketed. And, there's, theories about that, and we won't get into that now. We'll go down a rabbit hole and we'll be here forever, right? And, but the thing is at the moment, we do need to do whatever we need to do to get ourselves to where we want to be. But it may require a little bit of reflection, and it may require a Queen of Pentacles energy to really be a little patient, keep the doors open, look at the big picture. But I think here that there is a big door opening for some of you to really reap your rewards of all of your hard work. Some of you might be being inventive, and maybe you've got like a side gig or something like that, right? Like a secondary source of income. And this could possibly really take off for you in about October. It can be like a big turning point for you. But we do have the Hermit here. And like I said, the Hermit can be you doing a little bit of introspection, setting some intentions, setting some goals, following your dreams, or figuring out what that means to you. It can represent also Three of Swords and the Hermit together. There's something here that needs to be fixed, something that needs to be healed. And you might be feeling as though you're like an island. You're in this all alone. And especially if you're in a workplace where people aren't playing nice in the sandbox, where people aren't working together, they're not collaborating, and this can be really quite annoying. And so maybe you're feeling like, you know what, I don't belong here. It's not the place for me. Maybe it was at some point, but now it's not. Okay, and the Seven of Wands that's here, you are really figuring things out. This is showing that this is a time of power for you, personal power for you, and in that energy, you can stand up for yourself. You can face your fears, face your issues head on, and you can resolve some things there. Because we do have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Ouch. Ten of Wands. We're tired, we're burdened, we're stressed, we're done. The Ten of Wands is showing that you might have a lot of responsibilities, and, you might also be taking on other people's responsibilities, or someone else isn't pulling their fair share of the weight, whether it's with your money or whether it's something in your workplace, and you are done like dinner. So again, there's like kind of a breaking out energy a little bit here, or there's one with that Seven of Wands where you turn and face the music. You turn around and you face what is bothering you. And this is you really just standing your ground, putting up some very firm boundaries. You can handle a Seven of Wands. Nobody can handle the Ten of Wands for too long. right? It is backbreaking energy, and it is very stressful in that energy. So you might be really setting up some firm boundaries somewhere, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's with your money. Again, especially if you share your money with someone else that you live with, whether it's your spouse, your children, significant other, whatever it happens to be, family members. And, it can be really difficult if somebody is not contributing the way they should. And so this can be where you're really stepping into your power, and you're dealing with it, right? You're not going to let things go on the way they are. But we do have the High Priestess here for you guys. Okay, so the High Priestess is a wonderful energy, and this is really you making an important decision, trusting your intuition. Right? This is where you can really connect, not just with your heart, with your soul, but also with all of your extraordinary senses, right? Your third eye, your intuition, right? You've got a vision, a goal. And I feel like here, your intuition is very much guiding you towards something wonderful, guiding you towards a successful outcome, guiding you towards timing, perhaps, as to when to have an important conversation or put yourself out there. So this is you trusting your intuition more, and trusting yourself, by the way, more than anything else. Some things defy logic. Some things we don't want to overthink, overanalyze too much. We just want to do, because if we overthink, overanalyze too much, we'll never break away from that between worlds energy. We will always have one foot behind us and one foot in front of us, and we're like doing the splits. So in this, I feel like you're figuring out what is the right time, what is the right moment, what is the right opportunity, and what you need to do. And so the High Priestess is always a reminder that you have all of the wisdom, the skills, the knowledge that you need to make the right choices for you. So is this the right time to find a new job? Queen of Swords, King of Wands, right? You're making a decision. Is this the right time to have that important conversation? I would say here that your intuition is really going to be that key for you to figure that out, because there's a right time and a wrong time, right? All about place and time sometimes. And if you have a conversation when somebody is tired and angry and stressed and has a million things on the go, you're probably not going to get their time and attention that you need. And you're not going to get a favorable outcome, right? Because that energy, that timing isn't right. So timing is everything. And the High Priestess is nothing if not patient. Very calm, very quiet, very open, very receptive, but very patient in this energy, right? Because, I don't think today's the right time. And my spidey senses are telling me that there's something going on behind the scenes. You know what? I think tomorrow might be a better day. And so you're really trusting that in the month of October, and you're really listening to that. But we do have the Queen of Swords. So I think you are getting clear on something here. You're making a decision, you're sticking to it, you're having an honest, truthful conversation with somebody, and this can absolutely give you the outcome that it is that you're looking for. The Queen of Swords reminds us of our energy of discernment. And so just like that High Priestess energy, we know when to speak, we know when to be quiet. We know when to forge ahead with a conversation, and we know when to kind of just bide our time a little bit. If you're going on any kind of interviews or anything, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands, you are a force to be reckoned with, because your confidence, your passion, your fire really does exude from you. Okay, but and sometimes we can talk ourselves into a job in an interview or in a meeting with the boss, and sometimes we can talk ourselves out of it by not shutting up, right? So we got to know when to speak and when to be quiet and take a step back, even if we're really excited. And I feel with the Queen of Swords, who is incredibly good at putting up boundaries of all kinds, I feel like here that you will know instinctively when you're talking to somebody, right? When to speak, when to listen, right? And also if you are speaking, when to cut it off, right? Instead of rambling on, you're going to be quick, clear, smooth, to the point, and you're going to come across wonderfully intelligent. You're going to come across as somebody who is a go-getter, or somebody who really knows what the hell they're talking about, right? So this King of Wands energy is absolutely spectacular, right? You're feeling good, you're feeling inspired, and there's a lot of leveling up energy here for you guys. So I think there is a really positive turning point that's coming in for you in that month of October. It might not be easy. right? Change is never easy. And whenever we do have things that are shuffling around for us, right, even if it's something super positive, it's still a little bit of a challenge for us sometimes, right? So for some of you, you might be having a important conversation with some people in your life. Maybe you can course correct a situation here, but I do feel that those doors for something new or a new way, okay, are very much opening up for you here in the most positive of ways. All right. So, and don't forget the kings. Thank you. The kings are masters and they're successful. And this is where you reap your rewards. But the King of Wands is also very excited, right? So there could be a little bit of excitement in the air for some of you here. So we have number 27 coming in here for you guys. Your mind is open and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. I am expressive. And it's important in that energy. Again, we've got some nice communicative energy with the Queen of Swords. We've got this passion, this confidence that comes through with the King of Wands, but we also don't forget that Seven of Wands that's there and that Knight of Cups. You're on the search, you're on a quest for something that's going to make you happy. You're feeling really positive and optimistic. The King of Wands is very optimistic in this energy as well. And in this energy, express your wants, your needs, your desires, right? Ask for what you want, advocate for yourself, but do it in a way that someone is going to be receptive and open to what you're saying, right? Always very important. And again, it's that timing thing. Okay. So express yourself clearly, honestly, truthfully. You've got that gift of crystal clear communication there with the Queen of Swords, but you also have some very decisive energy coming in there as well. Would you look at that? We've got master number 55. I am evolving. Not surprising. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. I am evolving. What did we say right at the start of your reading? Boom, right here in between worlds. Break out of your rut, break out of a cycle, move forward in a more positive direction, resolve your issues, resolve anything there, start something fresh, okay, or bring in that fresh perspective or a different way of doing things. So there is an evolutionary energy at play for you guys here. Embrace it, love it, and face those fears. Because sometimes, remember, our fears aren't just a failure. Sometimes we have a fear of success, of being in the spotlight, of being in a leadership role, the kings or leaders, right? And sometimes that's scary, but it can be very rewarding. So whatever it is for you, embrace change. I'm going to leave that there for you, Aries. I really hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. If there was, please like, share, and subscribe. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic month ahead, and I will see you guys later. Bye.